They do stream about 4 days a week over on their channel, so they play a lot of jank and very dapper gentlemen too. So shirt, tie, everything. So
That worked? No, it didn't, eh?
no, it did not. Worked for you. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like me.
There we go.
But yeah, let's give him a quick shout out there. So thank you for checking out the stream there.
Sorry, not matching. Are you sure you published the right round?
Nope. Published.
There we go. All right. And table number?
11.
11. Perfect. Jeskai Control versus Rakdos Aggro. Let's go.
And you said somebody followed you on Twitch?
Yep. It would be...
Floresta?
Yep, Floresta. Yep.
Yeah. I need them to join the Discord.
Yes. By all means, join the Discord there. Link you should
Try
have
to find
a...
their name so I can tag them.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Floresta RJ.
Yep. So on the side, we are playing the this first match. We saw this earlier. So Rakdos Aggro with the Painter deck. We're trying to power out all of our expensive dragons, including our Terror, the Peaks, or Krosas, and what have not. On the battlefield as much as fast as we can here. Against Jeskai Control, which is just your straight up, good old fashioned with Hullbreaker on the main board as a one cop. What's that one of? And let's go.
Let's go.
It says there's no matches. I can't tag them in the chat.
What?
The person who just followed you,
Yeah?
I can't tag them in the chat. It's telling me there's no matches.
In tournament questions?
Yeah. No, in the
In your Twitch.
on the Twitch there. So she was just trying to tag the person to welcome to the, just to enjoy the Discord there. So that way you can follow things along there as we do see a charm. All right, our 3/3 comes down, but it's going to get helixed. And draw. They drew a giant. They do have a portable hole at the ready here, so here comes the flying 5/6 flying 5/6.
Oh, I did not mean to
Which
post that in the chat.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a lot of damage coming in.
Yes, it is.
So we are in round 2 of the BO3Cup preliminary. We're hosting Kessel Run. They gave me a shirt to wear for today. That's pretty awesome.
Where's mine? All right, we're gonna get Thoughtseized. Yeah, you definitely take the wrath. You either take the Wrath of God. I think you just take the horror right there. So, all right, we're gonna get helixed. Think you could almost go with. Now, mind you, seeing the cards here in The different languages throwing me off just a little bit. Yeah, there's the Town Riser Triant, which can't be countered.
Can't be countered, eh?
Yep. Well, they're going to activate their blood token.
Lightning Helix doesn't seem like a good card here. Especially because they only have 1 red mana as well.
Yep. That's yeah, whenever they cast a permanent, they can get a blood token with the 5/6 here. The from the Blood Vival Purveyor. So whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player creates a blood token. But it's 1 discarded card, sacrifices artifact, draw a card. And when it attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each defending player it controls. So it's actually going to be coming to 6/6 here. Or a 5/6.
I like how he's just going to face. He's not worried about Narset.
Yeah. But look what's in their hand. Would that be a cleave?
God!
The cleave is a scooper up.
And just like that, we go to sideboards.
And we have reminder PTSD from bad memories from old standards where something gets cleaved and we just scoop her up. So in this matchup for Rakdos Aggro, Go Blank, Inquisitions probably worth bringing in.
I like the Inquisitions.
I think they're going down the painters here.
It's just another way to pick out their hand.
Yeah, they're just trying to pick off their hand and try to be a little bit more interactive with them. And they're also bringing in, it looks like they're bringing in Valkyries. Yeah, which they brought in yep. Which they can actually cast both to both side too. So on the Jeskai control side, I can definitely see with this matchup, definitely probably bring in another Hull. We can either bring a Hullbringer or just bring in like Holy Heats, Justice Strikes, Fries. Fries would actually be very good in this matchup there. Actually, wait, Fries should be white and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, white and blue. So that's actually not good in this matchup. But Aether Gust probably Aether Gust, Mystical Disputes. It could be a mixture of different cards just to interact with them. So
definitely a lot of choices.
And the one thing that we haven't seen this actually that's not listed in this tournament, no cat oven. No cat oven.
Oh wow, that was 2 solid keeps.
Let's go.
So round number 2, game number 2, Rakdos is up a game.
Control it. Jeskai can just say go, leave up. And now we just see a lot of looking at each other. Shark Typhoon for 0. Try to get himself a third land with it need. Yeah. Now they're really debating on should have the Shark Typhoon, but they do have a Helix. But since they're not being pressured, we might as well just go ahead. Typhoon for 0. Which is still very good value.
Yeah, you get to draw a card. I'll be right back.
Yep. That's a Scary Teferi, but there's your land number 3. But they definitely have to pay the 2 lives so they can keep the charm up. Charm up or Lightning Helix. But I think this is going to either get countered or they're going to let happen. Yeah, they're going to let this happen because obviously it's not going to affect them too much. Probably discard a card, so probably the commit. So they get the memory ready on the ready. And say go. They draw a expressive, so they're going to express themselves. Hopefully find a land. There's the land. But I think they just get the charm. But I think get the charm, bend the portable hole, get the Vantress, play the Vantress, Comes to play tap, but that's fine. Or it comes to play tapped. So now they can go ahead, play this 5/6, which is going to get very difficult to get off their hands unless they can draw. There's the land they're looking for. Because now they can go ahead and get Scary Teferi on, bounce the 5/6, third from the top. But now they can just go ahead and just do the Dragonfire on the Teferi. Just get rid of it. Leave mana open. You might as well you can go ahead and probably wait till the end of turn to sack it. At 5 mana for Jeskai's End, probably pass the turn because you do have some interaction with at least two. You can at least 2 spell this turn, which is definitely what Jeskai Control will want to do here. So Rakdos does the whole shuffling, but not a whole lot in their hand here. They do have a Shadow's Verdict, but that's not going to do it because it's not going to. Actually, it does get rid of any of the walkers, but on seeing what we see in their hand, not a whole lot. They could probably memory, but they're probably holding up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking for one memory, but here's the go blank themselves, which is going to get charmed.
Thank you very much for the sub, John Likes Games.
Thank you very much, there, John. And I tip my hat to you, sir.
Yes.
Very dapper man who's in a suit or in a traditional Scottish outfit. Yes, which I am very fond of there. So, ooh, yeah, you know how you shut off Rakdos? A cage. Which now you could Valky, but they're gonna have the counter magic to back it up here. So it's more of they have to go for it here.
Oh, you have to.
Yes, because if not, it's just gonna get worse and worse.
Yeah, that card is scary.
Yes, but seeing that there's not a 7th land, so they can't really put the horror into play.
Not yet.
No, it's almost land go.
Well,
so now they can Vantress, Scry 2, and now you're at the point where Jeskai Control has the advantage here because now they can either create a 1/1 or Scry 2 at each end of each turn.
I don't think making a 1/1 is very good, but I love now they have Hallbreaker Horror mana,
Yes,
which is amazing.
but I think they would want to save for a 7th mana. Because the thing is that even if you play Hallbreaker Horror, you want to have at least 1 mana open so you can bounce that spell back to your hand. And there's the 8th land right there.
Yep.
So now they can play the Hallbreaker Horror and play
Portable Hold.
or anything in their hands that they can try to cast.
Holy Heat. Unholy Heat.
Yes, Holy Heat, yes.
They do not want to let this resolve.
No.
This looks very scary.
But they can probably go Unholy Heat to bounce something. Justice Strike is definitely... And with the nerfing of Goldsmith Dragon,
I am so happy to see Cleave in a deck again.
yes. But they actually nerfed the Goldsmith Dragon where if it gets targeted, you do not get a treasure token.
Right. Is he gonna try and double spell here? He can't, eh? He's only gonna... Well, he is gonna be able to...
I think they're just gonna tick it down so that it doesn't get to the point that. And I think they can just say go because they have the charm in hand. And also gets to untap 2 lands.
God, Jafari's powerful, eh?
Yeah.
What a menace to standard he was.
I think you just let this.
No way,
not
man.
being
I would
pressured?
totally
Yeah.
block this. I would not let this resolve. Oh, wow. That is so disappointing.
But it's more of the. If they get rid of 1, they have the 5 mana, they can cast something else. So
I mean, yeah.
they're going to suppress themselves, probably take an anger, bin a foundry, play the Graceful Fortress.
This is
now
where
you
you
can
were
just say go.
saying that they can either scry or start making 1/1s.
Yep. And this is the point of this show that they can do pretty much everything they want to do. So, and Rakdos is just not finding answers because they cannot get this Krosa out of the graveyard because there's a Gravedigger's Cage.
Yeah.
So now Jeskai can just easily just make a couple of 1/1s and just attack in for 1 each time. Mind you, yes, the Fatal Push was real. It is what it is. So you can almost say go now, and you should have enough mana for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana, and then have enough mana to actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You actually do have enough mana to see what's in the yard. They have to not let this resolve.
No, they can't. There's no way.
This is going to be countered. This is going to get countered. So it's going to get countered, and then they have enough mana to, at the end of turn, scry or make a 1/1.
I like making a 1/1 here.
Yeah, I think just applying pressure here. So
Or try to anyway.
there's try to, but there's going to be you to get pushed,
Yep.
which you're okay with. You can almost just say go, and now you have enough to do pretty much everything. I think you can hold. Oh, okay. So now the blood tokens are going to be real here. So, okay. So here comes the horror. Get a blood token. Now they're going to try to bind that. So in response, they can unholy heat the 5/6. Which has Delirium, which is going to bounce. Say you can bounce the blood token back to their hand if they wanted to. Ooh, you're bouncing the horror. Interesting.
Well, because what's going to happen is that if they just bounce the grasp back to hand, like he's just going to replay it, right?
But you can also target one of the blood tokens.
Yeah, I think that was a good play though, because this way he protected his horror, and they used a removal spell on it.
So now the only thing they have left in their deck is now they can play the horror.
Mm-hmm.
Which this
Oh,
good old
wow. Jafari here too? Like, I'm not saying that he's in trouble yet, but like the only thing that the control side has to worry about at this point is going to be Game 3's time clock.
Yep. Depends on what the time clocks are, because so now they can play a hero. Hopefully bounce a token. Bounce a token back to their hand.
Powerful card, eh?
Because that way it's a legal target. Draw a card. And now they're pretty much off to the races, because now you can just untap for 2 lands, and you can play your Lightning Helixes. You can play your 2 lightning helixes. You can scry. You can activate your giant here. You can also lightning helix if you wanted to. Now they're going to see 2 lightning helixes. Pretty much game over at this point here. So,
For sure.
yeah, we're going to go straight to game 3.
That was a good run. That was a good run. Rakdos definitely tried to put it to him for sure.
Also, remember, guys, if you want into the draw for arena codes, all you have to do is exclamation point BO3 in the chat. BO3. O for Ottawa. If you are a follower of the channel, you get 1 entry. If you are a subscriber, you do get 2.
Yes.
And we're heading into game number 3 with Rakdos on the play. You definitely probably want to see a Thoughtseize turn 1.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing?
A Thoughtseize or an Inquisition. Anything just to take a peeky poo underhand. And there you go. Thoughtseize turn 1. But not knowing, I think that's the 2 mana. I think that's the land where you have to have 2 more lands. So that might be a turn 2 Thoughtseize. And we have a keep on the other side here. Which I think you go with the farmland and say go. You're not being pressured too much.
Oh no, for sure. And it
No.
just allows him to, if he chooses, he can play Holy Heat untapped or just play the island and say go.
Yep. I think it's going to get Thoughtseize. It's probably going to take out the Expressive.
Iteration?
Yeah, I think you take the Iteration. Or you take the counter spell. Yep.
Charm was good.
Now, mind you, they're missing the red mana,
Right.
which is definitely key for, obviously, Expressives and Justice Strikes, but you can still Shark Typhoon. There's your red mana right there. So that is a start. So they can at least Shark Typhoon for 0 if they wanted to here.
And just draw a card.
Yep, you can draw a card, but now at 4 mana, here's your 5/6. 5/6 Flying Trample is just so good in this matchup here. So I can see Justice Strike will not remove it because it's still to its power.
Yeah. I've always thought that Justice Strike was a interesting card, but like it wasn't played a lot in Standard.
No.
It's just the power and toughness were always off.
So this portable hole, not going to do a whole lot here. Well, let's see. They have Justice Strike and they do have a Shark Typhoon for 0. Or so now they're going to Meat Hook Massacre for 0. So they can speed up the clock a little bit here.
Yep. It's good protection against your own creatures dying. Still
Yep.
burns them out. Sometimes that's all you need.
So now it's a 6/6. Now they could Justice Strike this. That's why they kept it in hand.
Good play, good play.
Removes that. They lose a life. They get the trip. So now they can. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they're gonna be able to play a Goldspan Dragon on the next turn. Wouldn't it be amazing if they top decked a Cleave and was able to play it all?
If they have enough mana, so that's 5 mana.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have
Cleave.
enough.
They can't cleave yet, just yet. But a Tear of the Peaks is kind of scary.
That is
you
scary.
kill with fire. That you have to kill with fire. Because now you get to drop a Goldspan Dragon next turn. Deal 4, attack for 9.
That's pretty good. Now you need a cleave.
Now you need a cleave.
Oh, that was an oh. That is going to hurt. But they're going to take 9 here, go to 8. Which means technically, no,
they're a 2-turn clock.
It is a 2 and 2 clock, but they're going to take more than 9. They're going to go down to 4 because I forgot the trigger from Terror of the Peaks.
Yep. So now any creature off the top, if it gets played. So
is that not a creature land on the bottom right? They're
yep, that's a hive. They're just trying to find a board wipe.
Oh, you need a board wipe.
A board wipe right now.
I just don't think, because we know that Rakdos has 2 removal spells in hand, I don't think that just playing spells out and trying to make sharks is going to cut it.
No. And
2, 4, 5 mana.
That's 9. Nope, that's straight up lethal right there. So,
well, he can dome, or he can
actually you can make a 3/3.
He can kill that.
Yeah. Go to 7.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
if it's
it
enough.
does. It goes to 7. Grabs the 2/2. Yeah. But that's just straight up lethal.
Yeah.
Rakdos is going to take it down 2-1 versus just got control.
That was a really good match. And that's actually awesome because we saw Rakdos go down in the first round, and now Rakdos gets their revenge in round 2.
Yep.
That's good. I like